Welcome back to the channel, man. Glitch King 17 here, back with another video. Be sure to leave a comment below, leave a like below. Make sure you spark and subscribe, and we're gonna get straight into this video. Yeah, we got a joint rolled up. This video I'm gonna talk about why I stopped smoking blunts, which you may know is tobacco. Now that I'm mentioning it, make sure you go look at that how to roll a blunt video. I didn't even smoke that at that time. It was a very stale Dutch, to say the least. So make sure you go check that out. Real easy, the easiest thing to roll in my opinion. Finally got it lit. Started off, actually, the first time I ever smoked, it was a Russian cream backwoods. So tobacco always been like my main go-to. Dutches, games. It started off like, I started off with woods when I was with friends, because I didn't really know how to roll them. You know, everybody start off like that when you new to it and everything. You don't know how to roll. And then once I started learning how to do it myself, I slowly graduated to games, the green games. Man, looking back on it, they were so nasty. Like, I don't even know how I was kept buying those. But at the time, let's just say it was trouble getting those Relos, to be honest. But yeah, then I had the games. Then I started slowly moving on to like Dutches. And then once I got the Dutches was like my favorite. Like, I like Dutches, preferably the ones that don't really have a flavor too much, like Silver. I like the honeyberry and not honeyberry, berry fusion. Berry fusion probably my favorite one, but those are like my go-tos. And then blunts were just, it was easy. You could put a gram in there, 2 grams. It was so easy to roll. You could roll in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You break it down with your fingers. It's just so easy. So it was only $1 for 2. You get $1 for 2 of them. And then I got slowly introduced to like papers and cones when I was smoking with somebody else, and it was like, the high just felt cleaner. It was just smoother on the throat, and then you could actually taste what you're smoking. So I was more of a both. Then I started like transitioning to a both type of person, where I had papers and blunts, where I was just doing, I'm a best of both worlds basically. And then slowly but surely, like, as I kept smoking, like, I started getting nauseous after every time I smoked a blunt or something, or tobacco or wood. Like, I would just get really, really nauseous afterwards, like at one point. And it led me to take a break. So that tolerance rate led me to take a break from smoking or whatever, because, maybe I thought it was like a sign or something to make me stop or whatever. I decided to try to like maybe smoke healthier the next time coming off this break. And then I was just doing strictly like cones and, until I really learned how to roll papers myself, because the main thing that was holding me back from really making papers, my main thing was learning how to roll them, because, they to me, they were the hardest to roll at the time, and now they're like the easiest. But yeah, once I really got the hang of the rolling thing, it was wraps. Like, once it was that, and then I started getting cones and papers, and I started learning about raw black papers and different types. I appreciated the cleaner high way more than the tobacco mix. So I transitioned to a whole paper phase. Now, I'm still not against blunts at this point, so now I'm mainly a paper guy. And then one day, like, I just decided to roll up a Dutch or a wood or something. And I'm smoking, and it's hard hitting, harsh hits, it hits the chest. Blunts are just harsh. Towards the end of the session, I started getting really nauseous. Like, I started getting like really, really nauseous and kind of the spins. And maybe I thought I was just greening out or something. And I was doing kind of a trial and error thing. And then I went back to a paper, and none of that happened. Nothing. None of that happened. And then every time I would go back to a blunt, I would just get really, really nauseous. And then I started looking it up, and it's probably like nicotine poisoning or something, or whatever it is. Either way, whether it was nicotine poisoning or not, it's not good for your lungs anyway. It literally says it causes cancer. The wraps are tobacco. I used to think, being a new smoker, that like once you empty the guts out, like, it's not tobacco anymore, it's just a wrap. But that's just being a young kid, being naive. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing blunts. I love a good blunt session. And like, they really used to be my favorite, my go-to method of smoking. My go-to wraps, Dutches preferably was it. Woods and everything were cool. They were always cool. I did woods on special occasions and everything. And maybe one day I'm gonna still come back and like smoke one. it's been like 2 or 3 years. Even at like it's been like 2 or 3 years since I last smoked a blunt. Even in that video of me learning how to roll up, like I didn't smoke that. I just did it simply for the sake of the video. But yeah, I pretty much stayed away from them. Papers and everything, and some more bang for your buck. It's $3, but you get 32 sheets. But yeah, we team papers over here, man. I'm willing to try different papers. Raw is always, probably gonna be my go-to, but I'm open to other ones as well. I mean, it still be amazing me how some people just smoke so much, can't smoke so much tobacco or nicotine. It's just like my body just can't handle that much, or it's just real sensitive to it. For the better though. I think my lungs will thank me in the long run. Yeah, and then another thing, like, it's a lot of stuff that they add stuff to the blunts, like chemicals and flavorings and all that other stuff. They add a lot to it, so. And then you could build like a dependence with the tobacco, the nicotine and the tobacco. So a lot of people be addicted to the nicotine, and then they quit smoking. So now you're doing weed withdrawals added with tobacco withdrawals, or nicotine withdrawals. It's really just crazy. That's really just one of the main reasons why. You'll rarely see me smoke tobacco on this channel or whatever, or spliffs. I'm gonna do them. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not closed off to that. It's just been a really long time since I've done it though. But that's really just the main reason why I don't smoke them. So yeah, this is my video on why I don't smoke blunts. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and make sure you spark and subscribe.